How many times have you gone through a packing list or watched a YouTube video to get suggestions on what to bring on your cruise? You bought what you were told to purchase and either number one, you didn't use it, or number two, you used it and you didn't like it. Today I'm sharing all my tried and true travel items that have stood the test of time. Meaning there were things I purchased that just didn't work out the best or maybe weren't very practical, and there were other things that I just fell in love with and found were so helpful that I've used ever since. Now, interestingly enough, there was a poll actually done on a cruise website asking what was an item that you felt like you wasted money on. So I'm gonna share what cruisers thought they didn't need after all that they purchased, and to me it was kind of surprising. Also, I'm gonna share two items that I don't hear anybody else talking about ever, and I think they're amazing. Probably my top two items that I bring when I travel. I have several items that are extremely helpful when packing for a cruise. The first one is called an under the sea suitcase or luggage. And why this is great is because if it can fit under the seat, it's usually considered a personal item, which doesn't cost any extra on those flights that charge for baggage. You can fit so many things inside. I really max out all of the pockets, and I like that there are wheels to get through the airport versus using a tote bag that you would carry on your shoulder that could get heavy and daunting depending on how far you have to trudge through the airport. That leads me to packing cubes. Packing cubes have been a game changer when packing because it allows us to not only be organized by types of items, but also by person when we're sharing luggage. We each get a different color so we know what's ours, but additionally, it's also wonderful when you get to wherever you're going, hopefully it's a cruise ship, and you're unpacking, you can leave all of these items in the cubes and organize your closets or your drawers that way, keeping everything together. They have a mesh top, making it breathable, and so that air doesn't get trapped, so it does not taking up any extra room. Okay, this next one is a newer one for me, and this is a makeup bag. Now, I used to use two separate makeup bags. They were kind of upright and they matched and they were cute and I enjoyed them. However, always when we were in the cruise cabin, my makeup would be everywhere because I would take it out so I could see what I was working with. And what I love about this one, now it's kind of like, it has a very small, but it's a boxy footprint. It has a side angle zipper so that when you open it, it sits, I mean, you can't really see on the table, but it sits flat like this. So I can get ready, see everything that I need. There's several different compartments in here, one in the center for like makeup brushes, but I can leave it out on the vanity or desk in the cruise cabin. I don't have to make a mess everywhere, and if I need to, I can just quickly zip it up. Or I can just leave it out like this if I want. I wasn't sure about this at first, but once I've been using it, it will definitely be the only makeup bag I'm using going forward. Okay, next is toiletries. If you know anything about me, you know I'm an overpacker, and that goes for toiletries as well. I just wanna always make sure that I have everything that I might need. Maybe I don't, but so what? I wanna have it with me anyways. I'm telling you, this bag is large. I love that I can separate into different compartments. I have never run out of space, and then it folds up so perfectly. Now, I'm gonna be honest, because I do pack so much, it does take up quite a bit of space in my luggage, but I don't really care. I have everything I need. It's kept super organized. And then when I'm at home, I just leave it hanging on my closet so that before we travel, I can see which items need to be refilled or whatnot. It's easily accessible to prepare for a cruise. And then when you're in the cruise cabin, it's up out of the way because there's always a hook to hang up your toiletry bag on the bathroom door. Okay, let's talk about bringing fragrances. This item is awesome. I wasn't sure if it would end up leaking or not work, but we bought a 4-pack of these like perfume cologne dispensers that are easily filled and so tiny to bring along. Now for me, I often purchase large bottles of perfume and I don't want to lug that. It's heavy and they're usually in glass bottles that can break. So I love that I can put it inside these small little spray dispensers. They've never leaked. They've worked fabulously, and it's something I've been using for quite a long time now. I do want to mention that most of these items I purchased from Amazon. Some I did not, but I will definitely find links to similar items on Amazon that I will put in the description.
Please click the share and subscribe, okay?
Okay, something very crucial when packing, when airlines are charging for overweight luggage and they're reducing the max amount. Some of them have gone down to 40 pounds as a max. You wanna have a portable luggage scale. It's tiny, lightweight, you can throw it in your carry-on. You just turn it on, hook it on to your luggage, lift it up, and it'll show how much it weighs. These are very accurate and a definite must-have when you're traveling. Okay, some of these things I got from the Dollar Tree just because I heard that other people were using them and thought that they worked really well, and you're kind of like, if it's from the Dollar Tree, who cares? You're out $1.25 if it doesn't work. I purchased these stain wipes. They are amazing. $1.25, you get 12 packages in here, and every so often I do like to wear a lot of white, and I mostly regret it because I spill or stain, get makeup on it like all the time. These came in the clutch. I love them. I even use them at home. Sometimes they work better than anything that I've tried, especially for like a last minute solution. So stain wipes from the Dollar Tree. Now they do sell the Shout ones on Amazon. I'll link those below if you don't feel like going to the Dollar Tree. Oh, something that goes along with my stain remover is wrinkle release spray. Now I have the Downy wrinkle release. It worked really well. Sometimes I make the mistake of packing a lot of rayon items when I travel, which just wrinkles so much. And of course, you can't bring an iron or a steamer. And now most cruise lines are not even bringing one to the cabin. There was a time when they would bring you an iron that you could use temporarily to iron your clothes. Most aren't doing that anymore. This works great. I know I've seen on YouTube that the Dollar Tree has a wrinkle release spray that even could potentially work better, and I'm sure it's less expensive, but this works great. So bring it along to prep for your clothes. Otherwise, the only other option on the cruise line is to let them take them and press them, which costs money. So I'm gonna throw this in here because I haven't tried them yet, but because it's sitting here and I'm packing them, these laundry detergent sheets, because it's not a liquid, it's a sheet. And if you have to wash anything in your cabin sink, this is laundry soap in a sheet. There are 15 of them in here. I mean, I don't know how much you'd want to wash in your sink, in your cabin, and I've never really come to the situation where I've needed to do that, mostly just to get out a stain, but why not bring them for $1.25 just in case? Now I know that certain cruise lines like Princess Cruises do have laundry facilities, so this is a way to not have to carry the actual liquid laundry pods. Okay, this one's huge, especially now since it is about mid-October. We are getting into cold and flu season, and we know that things will be going around. So this is a whole package of various medications. I mean, this is just from, oh gosh, I'm gonna make a mess. I have some cough drops in here. Let's see what else. Lozenges, more cough drops. Antibiotic ointment, you never know when you're gonna get a cut. Oh yeah, I have a bunch of like little small packets of like Dayquil, ibuprofen packets. I also, as a side note, so I have this little mesh bag just because I can see in here everything that I'm bringing, but I also got one of these. They're like daily supplement medication holders. I like this because I don't know, these are little cute little Tic Tac dispensers. Aren't these cute? I got these once and I was gonna put pills in them. I thought these are so adorable. Okay, so all these, so you can put, either supplements or your ibuprofen or whatever you want, and it kind of keeps it all together nice if you don't want to purchase like little packets of everything. But bring your own medication. You don't want to have to be relying on the cruise shops because often they're not open unless you're at sea. You don't want to have to be searching for medications at different ports because they vary so much on what is available and what cost you're going to pay. Plus, I'm sure you have your favorites of what you like to use when you're not feeling well, so it's best to just bring your own. And speaking of medication, my very, very, very best travel item that I bring is coming up, so make sure you stick around for it. Okay, this is a newer favorite that I got. It is a portable charger. You plug it into the wall like this, and that is how it charges. But what I love about it, I think it only cost about $22 on Amazon, but it has all of the different connections. So it's USB-C, this is probably like a standard, I don't even remember what they call that, and then the Apple connector on that side. This block gives you, I want to say, at least 2 full charges on a phone. You can use them on a computer, anything with those connections. But this is a game changer because sometimes if you're taking a lot of videos with your phone or you're at port all day, you can find your battery draining really, really fast. So I love to always have these along with me for port days or even when I'm on the airplane. Okay, my next must-have item is for the beach or at the pool. It is towel bands. They come in this cute mesh bag, and here they are. They wrap around the back of the chair. I feel like they hold the towel much more firm than the clips do, but they're also less bulky. They're less bulky to pack. They're less bulky to have in your beach bag and like sticking out from your beach chair. So these are a must-have if you like to lay out on loungers at the beach or pool. Okay, I feel like this one goes without saying, but I'm gonna bring it up anyways because it's very important. So many cruise cabins don't have a lot of outlets to charge. And if it's just you and one other person and you maybe just have a phone, you'll probably be fine. But if you have several people in your cruise cabin or you have several electronic items to be charged, you're gonna wanna bring a power strip. Now, I know I heard recently that I believe it's Royal Caribbean is banning those items. So be sure to look into the cruise line that you're cruising on before you pick one, but also make sure non-surge because it will get confiscated when you board the ship. Okay, something else to think about since you're gonna be going to several ports and you might go to a beach or you might just be hiking, you wanna bring a port/beach bag. So I just have one of them that I grabbed here, lightweight, just one of these like nylon, they fold up, lightweight to go in your bag. Just something, I don't care if it gets sandy, I don't care if it gets dirty. This is what I'm gonna use if we're gonna go to the beach to bring our cruise towels with us. Maybe we'll bring some waters in the bag or whatever. And these are great to use when you go to the pool. But additionally, another option if you're gonna be at port for a while and you're gonna be doing a lot of sightseeing, what you might wanna do is bring a backpack. And the best way to do that is use the backpack as your personal item to carry extra things on your flight so you're not taking up room in your suitcase for the backpack. All right, a couple other things that go with the luggage. Number one is air tags. I know there's ones that aren't, they're called something else because they're not for Apple products, but love having air tags because you can see if your luggage is on your flight, if it's coming with you to the next stop, and it's kind of a benefit because the sooner you know you have problem with luggage, the sooner you can figure out the solution. Same goes when you get to the port and you hand it over to the porters. You want to trust that it's going to make it on board, but you feel a lot more confident when you can just check your phone to see if the luggage is with you when the ship is getting ready to leave. Also, at home before you board the ship, you are going to want to put luggage tags on that are provided by the cruise line. They will send you an email or allow you to print it from the app. So we were doing that for a while, laminating them, putting them on individually, and I realized purchasing reusable luggage tags like this was so much easier. So we just printed on regular paper. You can see the next cruise that we'll be going on, finally trying a Holland America ship. But these, you just print them. Our name and information is on this side and our cabin number. They open up, go in and out. They come with a little ring for the luggage, and it's really simple. They're super inexpensive. I think I got 8 or 10 for like $8 or something. And for your cabin, I am still loving the magnets. The walls in your cruise cabin are magnetic. These are great. I've upped the weight. I think I got a 50 or 60 pound ones originally, and these are 100. They can hold tote bags. You can hang up your suits, your cover-ups, your hats, whatever you want. It just gives you extra space in the cabin, because once you cruise once, you know how limited that space is, and having the extra space to spread things out on the wall so you don't have piles of stuff everywhere is a really nice option. Okay, now I'm going to talk about a couple of the duds that I bought. I don't really know why I bought them. I think they sounded good at the time, and then I got them and it just didn't make sense. Okay, so first I thought these were gonna be really cool. These are cup holders for the sand. I can't even get them apart. What I realized is that I can just stick my cup in the sand and it'll sit upright. Plus, look how big these are. I mean, this is like big and bulky to pack, and I was like, why did I get these? I don't know. Okay, next I got these. I had some problems with some of my toiletries exploding. So I got these little silicone things to put on top. Here's one that I have. This is some lotion. See, I put my own little labels on there. And then you get these to like stretch them over. I mean, here's the thing. I found out that I had problems when I had very cheaply made toiletry containers, but when you get nice solid ones that like have a nice tight lid, I have never had a problem since. I just don't know that the pressure, if there is a pressure issue, is gonna hold this thing on. I didn't try it, so I can't say for certain. I was told to get them, so I tried them, and then I never even brought them with me, so. Okay, so the number one item on the poll that was taken on Facebook for guess, what do you think you wasted money on? It was lanyards. So a lot of people like to wear lanyards for their cruise card. I don't prefer to do that. I like to have a little crossbody. My husband usually has pockets in his pants, or he might have a wallet with him. I mean, I don't know. If you're one of those people when you shop and you wear your credit card around your neck, maybe you want one of these. So we really liked them when our kids were small, because when they went to kids club or if they went to the arcade, they had a place to safely keep their cruise card. So we liked it for that. For us as adults, it wasn't our thing, and there were several people in the poll that said, we never used them. I put it in my pocket. I put it in my purse. Right, exactly. That's what we did. But everybody's different. That's what makes the world go round. So if you like your cruise lanyard and you like wearing your cruise card, you just keep doing it. Now for my top 2 can't live without travel items. First one is TSA PreCheck. TSA PreCheck is the best decision that we've ever made when it comes to traveling. I'm sure you've seen that TSA PreCheck line and saw that it was a lot shorter than the line you were getting into. You don't have to take off your shoes, and you don't have to take your electronics out of your carry-on. There are several credit cards that offer TSA PreCheck for free, which is what we did, so you don't even have to pay. I think the initial cost is maybe like $130. That lasts 5 years. So depending on how much you travel, will definitely depend how much value you will get out of it, but it's a game changer, something I am grateful that we did. And my last best can't live without travel item is activated charcoal. If you don't know anything about activated charcoal, do some research. Activated charcoal is what they use at the Poison Control Center to absorb if anyone or a pet gets any toxins in their stomach, to absorb it all. Well, this works for anything you really want to absorb in your stomach, including all of the desserts and overeating that you do on your cruise. Just kidding. I mean, kind of. I don't know. Maybe it does work a little bit. I'll be honest. Sometimes I take them if I have a little too much food on the cruise ship, but that's not here nor there. Neurovirus, stomach viruses, they go around. There is also cross-contamination and food poisoning that happens. It's just the way it goes. when you travel, a few activated charcoal tablets, and you are well on your way to resolving your stomach issues. I mean, I don't even go anywhere without my activated charcoal, let alone traveling. I'm not a doctor, so go online and do some research. It is not a medication, it is a supplement, and it is just made from the inside of coconut shells. I've also heard that even other illnesses originally brew in the gut area. So even as a proactive measure, you can take activated charcoal if you kind of feel the onset of something that maybe is not even stomach related. I mean, it's kind of a miracle thing. If you have any tried and true travel items that you can't live without, and I didn't talk about them today, let us know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful. Get the activated charcoal. I promise you.